So we're standing in the center of our mats with our feet wide apart, Virasana distance apart, grounding and rebounding, spreading the toes on the mat. We bring the arms up and they're shoulder width apart. Slowly we're coming into a squat position. We're spending one breath in each movement here. We're pushing the mat down and away from us, opening the chest. If your heels are on the floor, we can take the hands into a prayer position by the heart. For our next movement, we're lifting the heels and the knees. We're keeping the hips low in the transition. And we're using the fingertips only to balance in the posture. Now we're bringing our knees together in front of us on the mat. The knees are touching and the feet are wide apart, perpendicular to the floor, and we're sitting in between our heels. The shoulders are above the hips. We're leaning lightly forward again, and we bring the feet on the floor. Just checking very quickly that the second toe and the center of your heel are in line and they're facing to the back of the room. The shoulders above the hips, and here optional you can use block to place it under your sitting bones if you need to make it a bit more comfortable for you to sit in Virasana, hero pose. And we will come through our Bhumi Namaskar, the short version of Bhumi Namaskar, and we're spending 3 breaths here in each movement. The first movement is Virasana. We're removing the blocks from under the sitting bones to sit on the floor in between our heels. The hands are on your legs wherever they reach. We want to keep the shoulders right above our hips and the inner elbows facing towards the ceiling. For the next movement, we're lightly leaning forward and we are tucking our toes under so the feet are perpendicular to the ground. We're sitting back in between the heels and the knees are touching here on the midline of your mat. Keep your shoulders right above your hips and the arms come out to the sides with Kawada chop hands. We're looking straight ahead. We're leaning forward again lightly after our third exhalation, and we're lifting the heels and the knees, keeping the hips low in the transition and in the pose. Balance lightly on your fingertips again. Open your chest and keep the neck long in line with your spine. After 3 breaths, we're holding the mat on the sides and we're releasing the heels on the floor or towards the floor into a squat position. The hands are fairly close to your feet and we're pushing the mat away and down. So this helps us to open through our hips a bit more. If your heels are not quite on the floor yet, we keep holding the mat for another 3 breaths. If your heels are on the floor, we take the hands into Anjali Mudra position by the heart. For 3 breaths, keeping the chest open. For the next movement, we're placing the fingertips on the outside of the feet and we're lifting the sitting bones halfway to the floor, still keeping the neck in line with our spine. Keeping the chest low. And then slowly we bring the arms from the back, coming around to the front. The sitting bones stay low. The upper body comes in line with our arms. And then slowly we're pushing down through our feet and coming to standing. The arms go down on exhalation to the side of the body.
To the